is News 3 Now at 6.
Thanks for joining us. There may be more places to get a COVID vaccine these days, but the supply at each one isn't necessarily high.
We found today some vaccinators haven't gotten any of the shots they've requested. Amanda Quintana shows us the struggle.
Small and family-owned are selling points for Newhouser Pharmacy on Monroe Street, but small also defines their vaccine supply, non-existent for the last 2 weeks, and only 60 new doses this week.
At this point, I'm happy to get some, and if it's half of what I request, it's half of what I request, but at least I can help 60 more people.
Those doses will go to people in their 70s, both Newhouser customers and people who filled out a form, although not everyone on that list is eligible right now. Pharmacist Maren Rasmussen says there's almost 600 people on that list.
That's what I've been recommending even to our patients, is to get on multiple lists throughout the Madison area, and then some people have gotten on lists in other places just because it gives them the best chance of getting a dose.
But in smaller towns, there aren't many options. Hometown Pharmacy in Partyville is the only pharmacy within 30 minutes.
Even with that, some people can't make that drive, or some people don't have access to be able to get there. And in a smaller community, we don't have, necessarily the Ubers and the ride shares that bigger communities do.
But Hometown hasn't gotten any vaccine. Morgan Deacon requesting the minimum 50 doses, but the state denies it every week.
We do understand that there is a shortage of vaccine in the state right now, and not every request gets an answer. But we do think that we could provide a lot of good here and could potentially scale up.
And they have their own list of 600 people who want a vaccine, many of them still healthcare workers who haven't gotten a chance. At Newhouser, they're prepared to do 30 vaccines both Tuesday and Wednesday. Hopefully small steps toward a bigger supply soon.
When I call people and say, hey, we have a dose available for you, do you want to come in next week and get it? There's pure joy that I hear in people's voices.
Amanda Quintana, News 3 Now.
Originally, Newhouser was denied vaccine for a third week in a row, but because the state was given a little more vaccine than normal, DHS was able to go back and approve their request.
Dane County Executive Joe Parisi is optimistic that the Alliant Energy Center could become a federal vaccination site. FEMA completed a walkthrough last Friday afternoon, and county officials tell us they liked what they saw with both the facilities and the organizational structure in place to administer vaccines. If the Alliant Energy Center is selected, it could distribute as many as 6,000 doses a day. A final decision should happen in the coming days. Next month, the Alliant Energy Center could also become the place where Dane County teachers and school staff receive the shot. Public health officials announced today they've requested 7,000 doses of the vaccine each for the weeks of March 1st and March 8th, depending on supply. Vaccinating teachers and staff is expected to take between 6 and 8 weeks.
Almost 5.5% of Wisconsin's population has completed the COVID vaccination series. More than 13% have gotten at least one shot. 8% of Dane County residents have received 2 doses of the shot, while 16% have received at least one. Well, some snow on the way this weekend. Let's check your first warn forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti.
Charlotte, it's going to get cold tonight thanks to the snow that's already on the ground, but we'll add a little bit to it as we head into Sunday afternoon and Sunday night. Live view from the Edgewater Sky Cam, downtown Madison. Just a little bit of a haze in the sky. There could be some issues with particulate pollution, according to the Department of Natural Resources, but Doppler track shows Wisconsin free of precipitation as skies are clearing out. Low temperatures this morning stayed above zero. Here in Madison, we dropped to 7 degrees above zero. There were a couple of exceptions. Lone Rock, Prairie du Chien down near the Wisconsin River dropped to just below zero, but temperatures right now are in the lower to middle teens, few places in the upper teens to the south and east of Madison. But snow is on the way for Sunday afternoon, Sunday night, probably looking at about a 1 to 3 inch snowfall through much of southern Wisconsin. So we do have an alert day in the forecast. It'll be kind of a slushy snow, and that could lead to slippery road conditions. Air quality advisories in effect until 3 p.m. Sunday for particulate pollution across all of southern Wisconsin as far north as Green Bay and into parts of southeastern Minnesota. Otherwise, look for temperatures here in Madison to drop to just below 0 by early tomorrow morning. With the winds being light, we shouldn't have too much of a problem with wind chills. Tomorrow's high at 23. The snow moves in for Sunday and is followed by milder weather as we head toward Tuesday. I'll have more details and weather in a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. New at 6, an Army Special Forces sergeant has pleaded not guilty to murder and other charges in connection to a mass shooting at an Illinois bowling alley. Duke Webb of Florida is being held without bond in Winnebago County, Illinois. During the December 26th attack on Don Carter Lanes in Rockford, 3 people were killed and another 3 were injured, including 2 teenagers. Webb was deployed to Afghanistan 4 times, and his attorney has said he may suffer from PTSD. U.S. Marshals have arrested a 26-year-old man in connection with a triple shooting on Madison's west side back in October. Madison police developed probable cause to arrest Jeffrey Briggs, and U.S. Marshals found and arrested him at a hotel this morning. A 30-year-old man was killed in the incident outside Wexford Ridge apartment complex on Halloween, and 2 teens were hospitalized with life-threatening injuries but survived.
Fantasy talk or human trafficking? That was a legal conversation as a local radio DJ made his first court appearance today. Matthew Bradshaw Jones, who goes by Jackson Jones on Q106, is accused of having child pornography. Brady Mallory joins us why he could face more charges. Brady?
According to the criminal complaint, Jones is accused of having at least 1 image of child pornography. Jones told detectives he used the sites Tumblr and Wicker for sex chats and fantasies and would pretend to be other people while online. Jones said he would often like or reshare a variety of images on the sites. An assistant DA for Dane County says Jones also offered to traffic 2 children during those chats. Jones' defense argues his client wasn't serious and didn't actually go through with that.
This guy is in a chat room talking about stuff, whether it's true or not. There's nothing to show that he was ever going to sell anybody or transport anybody or make that person available for sex. It's all talk.
It went farther than someone making up fictitious identities on the internet and engaging in erotic discussions with people in chat rooms. This went much farther and he engaged in actual specific discussions of prices.
According to the complaint, Jones admitted to receiving nude images of underage girls from other Tumblr users. He told detectives one user sent him 10 images over the course of 2 months. The images typically featured school-aged girls. His attorney argued Jones did not ask for these images. The judge says Jones can't have any contact with any minors and no access to the internet. Jones is no longer listed on Q106's website. We've contacted the station for comment, but haven't heard back yet.
Across Wisconsin, more than 40,000 people were vaccinated in the last day. Health officials confirmed 774 new COVID cases. The 7-day rolling average has decreased to 635. The coronavirus might be spreading the fastest near UW-Madison, where students are back for the spring semester.
Adam Duxter joins us live with why this has school leaders tightening restrictions for students. Adam?
Well, similarly to what we saw happen in September, students returning to campus here at UW-Madison are spreading the virus faster than any other group in Dane County. And that's why tonight both community health leaders and leaders here on campus are really trying to do what they can to slow the spread. Now, Public Health Madison Dane County says of its numbers just over the past few days, nearly 40% of new positive COVID cases are tied to UW-Madison. And if you take those cases away, the county's positivity rate drops to just 2.6%. One fear campus officials have is that the cases here on campus could end up spreading throughout the community.
We know we are part of a larger community. Our students are part of a larger community. It's not like there's some border that you don't pass beyond at campus. And part of what we're doing here is working to make sure we're not just keeping our students and employees safe, but make sure we're keeping the broader community safe.
Campus leaders say they've seen roughly 100 new cases tied to the university in each of the last 2 days, which has them considering punishments for students who don't show up to twice-a-week mandatory COVID testing, as well as possibly requiring students in residence halls to get tested for the virus every other day. Now, what local health officials say this could mean for the rest of the state over the course of the next few months, we'll have that tonight at 10.
All right, Adam, look forward to that. Adam Duxter live on campus. Adam, thank you. Governor Evers and UW System President Tommy Thompson toured a COVID-19 vaccination clinic. This was at UW Oshkosh today. That community vaccination site just opened this week. During the visit, Governor Evers signed a bill allowing pharmacists pharmacy technicians and students to administer COVID-19 vaccines under certain circumstances. They need to have certain certifications, must complete at least 2 hours of injection training, and need to be supervised by a pharmacist. The governor says as we work to increase the available vaccine supply, this measure will help maximize the state's capacity to administer those shots.
Breaking news tonight, the Dane County Medical Examiner has identified the 2 people killed in a plane crash in Rock County on Tuesday. 25-year-old Tanner Byholm of Glidden and 26-year-old Remington Viney of Kimberly were killed. Both were pronounced dead at the crash site. Preliminary autopsy results are pending further study. Federal officials are still investigating the cause of this crash, but we know the pilot radioed into the tower to report engine trouble. Coming up next at 6, you'll notice higher prices at the gas pump, and there are a number of reasons why, from the COVID vaccine increasing optimism and even the devastating winter storm in Texas. Stay with us.
It's the A1 Furniture and Mattress Instant Cashback event. Save up to 40% off store-wide. Plus, get $50 instant cashback on every $500 you spend. Take advantage of 4 years free financing with qualified purchase. Shop in-store or online. Only at A1 Furniture.
Life has changed over the past year, but what hasn't changed is Meineke continuing to make your safety our #1 priority. Make an appointment now and save $10 on all oil change packages. Meineke Car Care Center is here to help keep you safe on the road.
Do you suffer from ED? Did you know there could be a way to relieve ED without harmful medications, needles, or surgery? Peak Performance for Men is here to help. Click or call now to treat your ED. And remember, our results make the difference.
This is one of the biggest furniture events of the year, the President's Sale at Slumberland. Come on. Slumberland Furniture has the best prices around on all sorts of furniture. And right now at our President's Sale, everything is an additional 25% off our already low price.
This is totally you.
Oh. Yeah, this is the winner. Well, hello, Slumberland.
Get your look for less at the huge President's Sale at Slumberland.
You may not know them. The coffee shop owner who knows your order. The couple who saves your seats. The family down the street who greets you with a smile. They've been there for you. Now you can be there for them. Donate today and help our friends and neighbors keep their power on.
Get instant cash back on every mattress purchase over $500 only at A1 Furniture. Save up to 40% off top name brand mattresses. Plus, get instant cash back and 4 years free financing with qualified purchase. Shop in-store or online now at A1 Furniture.
You may have noticed gas prices are on the rise. AAA officials say the average price in Wisconsin has jumped about 15 cents in the last day and closer to 25 cents in the last week. There are a combination of factors causing this spike. Over the last 2 to 3 months, prices have been increasing because of optimism fueled by the vaccine and people feeling like things might get back to normal later this year. We're also seeing the effects of a winter storm that wiped out power and stopped production in Texas.
That is both on the production and the refinery side, not directly impacting us because the gas that we get here in the Midwest doesn't come from Texas, but it does have kind of a ripple effect on the national market and prices throughout the country.
It's also supply and demand. The stockpile of gas and oil that was building up during 2020 from stay-at-home orders is starting to draw down, and demand has increased slightly.
Still ahead at 6, Dane County has been cracking down on public health violations throughout the pandemic. A look at how enforcement efforts compare to the rest of the state just ahead. And we have an alert day in the forecast on Sunday for snow. Gary will tell us how much accumulation to expect. That's in your First Warn forecast.
Sunroom savings season is here. Four Seasons has great solutions to beat the backyard blues and save 20 to 30%. Let Coolview show you how to tame your backyard and improve your lifestyle. Call for a free backyard survey, design, and quote.
McGann Furniture in Baraboo reminds you to be sure to ask about delivery options when shopping for new furniture. Because every store is different. Some stores have very specific restrictions, while others charge you an arm and a leg. At McGann's, we take pride in our skilled delivery team, and in most cases, delivery is free. And remember, at McGann's, we don't inflate prices only to mark them down for a sale. Stop in today and discover the difference. You'll be glad you did. McGann Furniture, downtown Baraboo.
Maintenance fee, ATM fee. Can I hide in your fort?
Sure, but the fort fee is 10 cookies.
Need a place to hide from fees? With a BMO Harris Smart Advantage account, you can get cash with nearly as many fee-free ATMs in the U.S. as the 3 largest banks combined, and no monthly maintenance fee.
Huh, did you hear that? No monthly maintenance fee.
Fort fees are subject to the governing bodies of the fort.
She did not learn that from me.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect. And right now, get a $200 bonus when you open a new BMO Harris Smart Advantage account.
Goldman Cars is breaking into spring with huge savings. You can get a 2016 or 17 Ford Escape starting at $10,995 or $175 per month.
That's right. You can buy a 2016 or 17 Ford Escape only for $10,995 or $175 per month.
Don't miss out on these huge spring deals with over 500 vehicles in stock.
So just hurry in today and ask for my sister, Crystal the Pistol Gobin.
Or my brother, Dealing Donovan Gobin.
You gotta go to Gobin, GobinCars.com.
Keep more presidents in your pocket during Steinhaffel's President's Day sale. Take 35% off store-wide, plus get an extra $100 off, and get great deals like any size Sealy mattress, $99. This power recliner, $299. A queen panel bed, just $629. 5-piece dining set, only $829. Steinhaffel's has the largest selection of in-stock furniture and mattresses at the guaranteed lowest prices. So save big during Steinhaffel's President's Day sale. Relax, it's Steinhaffel's.
Sunroom saving season is here. Four Seasons has great solutions to beat the backyard blues and save 20 to 30%. Let CoolView show you how to tame your backyard and improve your lifestyle. Call for a free backyard survey, design, and quote.
Businesses and individuals are on the hook for almost $200,000 in COVID-19 public health order fines in Dane County.
Investigative reporter Naomi Coles tracked down the records that show Dane County has some of the stiffest enforcement in the state.
It's a combination of not understanding, not thinking that the order applies to them.
A few repeat offenders and a lot of large gatherings.
We want individuals to comply with the order, but when they don't, we feel the need that we need to either issue citations or bring them into court.
Here's the fast facts. 40 people in Dane County are facing $137,000 in maximum fines for large gathering violations. That's before court fees. At least 90% of them are college students. On the business side, 63 businesses are facing more than $50,000 in citations for public health order violations. That's more than Milwaukee, where the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel reported $28,000 in COVID-related fines for businesses.
I believe in fall we switched to more a robust prosecution that we would take an enforcement action because people weren't voluntarily complying with the order.
A dance studio in Oregon is currently on the hook for almost half of those fines and joined a lawsuit against the county in protest. That lawsuit argues the fines are based off an unconstitutional ordinance the county passed in May.
The county board has to be involved and vote on it. And until the county board does that, none of the orders that the health department has issued are enforceable. So any fines or any enforcement actions so far are, in our view, illegal.
The city attorney handling public health order prosecutions in the county says voluntary compliance is the goal, but public safety comes first.
We obviously want to slow the spread of the virus, and our orders are in place to do that.
For News 3 Investigates, I'm Naomi Coles.
And fines issued don't necessarily mean fines paid. The city tells Naomi that a lot of those could get reduced in court and some citations could go away if businesses don't have further violations. For more on these fines and the lawsuit challenging them, we have more online at channel3000.com.
Snow heading our way, and then warmer temperatures next week. Gary has your first warn forecast.
Well, right now, the winds are pretty light, and that will lead to a cold night tonight, but it also could lead to some issues with pollution. The Department of Natural Resources has issued an air quality advisory for all of southern Wisconsin, even as far north as Green Bay and up toward Eau Claire until 3 p.m. on Sunday afternoon for particulate matter that is suspended in the air, and that could lead to some problems for people who have breathing problems or are susceptible to pollution. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Look for temperatures to drop drop just below 0 by early tomorrow morning, but with those light winds, we're not looking at any wind chill. High temperatures tomorrow will be in the lower 20s. Then we have the snow moving in Sunday afternoon and Sunday night with about a 1 to 3 inch accumulation over southern Wisconsin. High temperatures will be in the 40s by Tuesday and probably mid-30s for Monday and Wednesday before we drop back a little bit toward the end of next week. We do have alert days in the an alert day in the forecast for Sunday afternoon, Sunday night for that snow. It might be a little bit more of a slushy snow with temperatures closer to freezing. That could be a little bit harder to clear, but still we're looking at minor impacts for driving, walking, and clearing the snow. Just allow yourself a little extra time to shovel it. As we look at Doppler track, things quiet across Wisconsin right now. There's some snow to the south across parts of Illinois, but that's moving eastward. Snow on the other side of Lake Michigan, that's moving away from us. Our snow still out to the west of us and won't be moving in here until sometime Sunday afternoon. But computer models are showing a general 1 to 3 inches, maybe a localized 4-inch amount, but generally 1 to 3 inches of snow through southern Wisconsin from Sunday afternoon through Sunday night. Now, as we check out weather track, right now the jet stream still coming in from the north, but notice how it flattens out to the west of us. We've been waiting for this for almost 2 weeks to see this pattern change, and what that's starting to do is allow milder Pacific air to move eastward across the country. And as it crosses over the Rockies, a lot of the moisture gets wrung out, so the system that's coming in on Sunday won't have a lot of moisture to work with. Just some light snow expected from Sunday afternoon through Sunday night, and because of the fast movement of the jet stream, that'll move it along pretty quickly, further keeping the snowfall totals down. On the surface weather map, high pressure is still located just out to the west of us, and it'll move right over southern Wisconsin tonight. That will give us clear skies and light winds. Temperatures right now are in the teens, but they'll drop to just below 0 by early tomorrow morning. Our forecast calls for a low temperature tonight of 2 degrees below 0. Skies become mostly clear, but with light winds. Again, wind chill's not a problem. For tomorrow, a high of 23 with mostly sunny skies, so a cold day. We should be in the mid-30s right now. And then that snow about 1 to 3 inches, maybe locally 4 inches in a couple of spots on Sunday. The 7 to 10 day forecast, we're up to 34 on Monday, 41 on Tuesday, and then you can see those temperatures back in the mid-30s Wednesday, maybe a couple of flurries on Thursday, and some light snow from Saturday afternoon into Sunday morning of next week. Otherwise, it's generally a pretty quiet forecast.
And just ahead in sports, the Packers making moves to save some cash. Who they released and how much money they freed up in the process. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
President's Day means more savings at the Brothers Maine President's Day Super Sale. Get in right now for the sale of the season with more savings on more brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. We've got a lot more satisfaction for you at Maine, like up to 18-month 0% financing and free delivery to make life a little easier. Hey, there's more home satisfaction at the Moore store. The President's Day Super Sale. More selection, more savings, and more satisfaction today at the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
Stop into Rubens today for our annual dining sale. Save up to 40% on fine dining. Rubens has beautiful dining room tables, chairs, and buffets for your home. Choose from sleek, modern dining imported from Italy. Solid birch dining in all finishes and sizes. Invest in heirloom furniture. Rubens has many dining tables and chairs in stock for immediate delivery. As always, Rubens designers offer free design service. Come in today for Rubens' annual dining room sale on now.
Winning Motor Trend Truck of the Year 3 times in a row, that had never been done before. Then again, neither had a 12-inch touchscreen or 1,000 pound-feet of torque, or being the only pickup on Car and Driver's 10 best list. Never been done before. It's just kind of our thing.
During the Ram President's Day event, get 0% financing for 72 months, plus $3,750 total bonus cash on the 2021 Ram 1500.
You may not know them. The coffee shop owner who knows your order. The couple who saves your seats. The family down the street who greets you with a smile. They've been there for you. Now you can be there for them. Donate today and help our friends and neighbors keep their power on.
Hi, folks. Saturday morning, as parts of the Mid-Atlantic and Northeast deal with snow and ice, power's been restored to millions of Texans hit hard by a deadly winter storm. The race to restore water continues. We'll see you Saturday morning at 5 and 8.
The Packers are making some moves to open up some space in their salary cap to maybe bring in J.J. Watt or keep guys like Corey Linsley and Aaron Jones. Whatever the case may be, the franchise freed up $10.25 million today by releasing both Christian Kirksey and Rick Wagner. Kirksey started 12 games this season in his only year in Green Bay, finishing second on the team in tackles with 78, while the former Badger Wagner made 11 starts on the O-line, including both playoff games. The Wisconsin men's hockey team is arguably playing the best in the country right now. In their last 10 games, the Badgers have 8 wins. It's the team Tony Granato thought he'd see on the ice during the first half of the season. But with injuries and their top 2 scorers playing in the World Juniors, the roster was never all intact. It is now, and you're seeing the results. And that early season struggle made this group stronger on and off the ice.
You look at all of us and just being more mature and making sure that we stay on track even when things aren't great. Just staying even keeled. That's a big part of our identity this year, is just staying even and working through bumps on the road.
I feel like our team just really gets along well, and on and off the ice we're the best friends, and you can't beat that.
It was more bad news for the Badgers last night against Iowa, the worst defensive team statistically in the Big Ten. Wisconsin shot a season-low 30% from the floor. That was even worse than their first meeting at Michigan. Tyler Wall, Nate Reavers, and Aleem Ford combined for a total of 10 points, and on defense, they had no answer for Luka Garza or Joe Wieskamp. A combo that's become all too familiar for UW this season.
We got to keep pushing through it and continue to clean up the things that we can control, and get ready for the next game, because this league is not going to give us any mercy or any passes to the next opponent.
Get everyone's best shot, and you play the best teams every night. So, got to continue to stay together, continue to work together, and figure things out. And March is still coming.
Now, if the Big Ten tournament began today, the Badgers would be the 6th seed in the tourney. The good news, they can make up some ground and possibly earn that double bye with games against Illinois, Iowa, and Purdue coming up. But Charlotte, that is easier said than done, because they're in some kind of a shooting slump right now.
All right, Zach, thank you.
All right, let's go to Gary. Final check of the forecast.
Well, we're continuing to watch air quality across southern Wisconsin. There's an air quality advisory for particle pollution until 3 p.m. on Sunday for all of southern Wisconsin, for the possibility for particulate matter in the air that could irritate the lungs of people who have breathing problems. Temperatures right now, middle teens around Madison, across much of southern Wisconsin. Wind chill's not going to be much of a factor, but will drop to just below 0 by early tomorrow morning. Look for sunny skies tomorrow, high temperature at 23. Then we have an alert day for snow Sunday afternoon, Sunday night for about 1 to 3 inches of accumulation, up to 41 by Tuesday, and then temperatures drop back a little bit toward the end of next week with some snow over the weekend.
All right, Gary, thanks a lot. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Enjoy your evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.